Yes, good morning. Today is May 5, 2026. So, we will do paralegal work for today for judges and lawyers. So, this time, we will tackle grave threat and grave coercion. So, what's the difference between grave threat and grave coercion? So, the same scenario. Let's say you are the uh, citizen of the Philippines who seeks for legal advice or uh, help from a lawyer. So, the same scenario. So, for example, you are luckily watching this video. You you are the one whom I will serve as paralegal. So, as paralegal, uh, I am a law student and a certified bar exam reviewer. So, I will ask from you the facts of your case about grave coercion and grave threats, and I will refer it to a lawyer, a licensed lawyer, and uh, he or she will refer it to lawyers who uh, whom they know. So first, we will define grave coercion. Grave coercion under Article 286 of the Revised Penal Code (RPC) is a crime committed by any person who, without lawful authority, prevents another from doing something not prohibited by law, or compels them to do something against their will, whether right or wrong, through violence, threat, or intimidation. So, the underscore here is the violence, threats, or intimidation. And obviously, uh, the accused will hurdle you to do things uh, which is lawful. So even though it is lawful, you are disallowed to do it. So it's the keyword for the grave coercion. So then grave threats. Grave threats, Article 282 of the Revised Penal Code, is a crime committed by threatening to inflict a wrong amounting to a crime, example, murder, arson, upon a person, their family, honor, or property. It is consummated once the threat reaches the victim regardless of whether the offender attains their purpose. So, in grave threat, you will be threatened by the accused, resulting to a crime. Let's say uh, murder or arson. So, for example, okay, you uh, give me uh, your land, otherwise I will kill you or I will burn your body. So, or I will burn your uh, whole family. So that's grave threat because it is it results to a crime. But in grave coercion, you are just prevented. Uh, you are prevented to do things that is lawful, and there is no such thing as resulting to a crime. So compels them to do something against their will, whether right or wrong, through violence, threat, or intimidation. So, when we say violence, so how can we find violence that does not result a crime? So, let's say uh, he will just pinch you. So, and obviously, if you don't want to be pinched, then it can be considered as grave coercion. So, or let's say you will be spanked, spanked by a bamboo stick. So, it's grave coercion. So, threats. So, for example, that that does not result a crime. So, for example, he will threat you uh, that you can't join his birthday party next year, then it can be a threat that does not result a crime. So, or intimidation. So, intimidating a person. So, for example, uh, holding a, a knife. So, it will just intimidate you. So, it will not result a crime because if you will just hold the knife, that you will use it for uh, slicing onion, then it will not result a crime. So that's grave coercion. But in grave threats, obviously, this is uh, under Article 282. It's our share. So the 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 respondent or the perpetrator will threat you that will result a crime such as murder, kidnapping, or it can be possible rape. So, for example, you give me a shirt, let's say Lacoste t-shirt. Oh, otherwise, I will rape you. So, in public place. Oh, so that's grave threat because it will result a crime. It will result rape. Rape is a crime. So that's it. So if you knew already what will be the proper charge for your uh, crime, then it will be written in the fax and will be passed to a lawyer, and the lawyer will prepare it. Then you will go to that lawyer. So making sure that it is well laid, that it is grave threat or grave coercion. So that's it. Thank you very much. Good day. God bless and have uh, pleasant weekdays. Thank you.